Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to TEW's 2016 Women of Wrestling. In today's episode, as you can tell by the thumbnail, we're having a triple threat match to determine who will be the newest WOW World Champion. But before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to remind you that I do have a couple of storylines that I want to show you. First off, we got heat between the sheets, which has something to do with Maverick and Hertz. But I wanted to change it to something else because this kind of name is just really off. Okay, there we go. Basically, this storyline is nothing particular, but just they despise each other. Then we have Villainous Rampage and Wicked Ways, which we'll get to that once we start the show. So, the two storylines is like, it's already set up in the first episode, but this one I added two more, and we're about to get ready to start the second episode of WoW Superheroes. But first, leave a like and subscribe to this sensational gaming channel, and turn on these post notification bells so you won't miss a single video that I upload. So with that said, let's get started with the show. So as of right now, our show kicks off with a C+, which is very decent. So this is a freestyle segment. What I come up with is that Stephanie McMahon makes an appearance once again, and she announces that the main event will be a triple threat match between Santana Garrett, Lana Star, and of course Keita Rush for the WOW World Championship. And there's going to be some more talents that will be coming over to Women of Wrestling. So this segment has started off with a strong start, or got the show off with a strong start. I'm trying to say this properly with this sentence, but it's very hard. And this angle got the crowd hotter. So this proves to show that Stephanie is going to be the main reason why she's going to make this company a success. But I'm going to try my best not to use her too often. But we'll just have to wait and see. Because so far we got a C+ for this segment. Let's see how the rest goes. Well, for an E-, it's a decent reaction to the crowd, but terrible wrestling. So we start off with our first match. Steffi Slays defeated Spike in 6 minutes and 25 seconds by pinfall with a hashtag DYA, which is delete your account. Oh my goodness. Spike is not suited to her gimmick. She seems off her game, which is kind of unfortunate. But this match got the crowd hotter. And Steffi Slays and Spike got an E- for their in-ring performance. Any working improvements? Yes, both Spike and Steffi have improved performance skills, but Steffi, I call her Stephanie. I'm trying to say Steffi. Steffi also improves Rumble and Technical. So that's technically it. We got an F-, which, let's see. I'm not too sure if that's good or not. But Steffi Slays is recovering in the ring after winning the match. But then she ends up getting attacked by two female talents. Which technically, if you haven't heard, Stephanie mentioned that there will be new talents coming our way. And here are the first two. As you can tell, this is Peyton Royce and Billie Kay. but they're now known as Poison Ivy and Zatanna, which I gave Billy Kay, or should I say Zatanna, the magician gimmick. Which, of course, she's getting better at her gimmick, which is very good. Below average rating, above average rating, and this is the debut of Zatanna's gimmick. And this is the storyline for Villainous Rampage. Now, I'm definitely going to add another talent in the storyline, which I'm not going to say anything, but you could probably guess who this next lady should be. Then we got an E-. Decent reaction to the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Jungle Girl, otherwise known as Jungle Girl, defeated Jessie Belle Smothers in 8 minutes and 43 seconds by pinfall with the Law of the Jungle. Commentary gave this match a boost. Too much for some. The intensity, physicality was too much for fans for some reason. Jungle Girl gets a solid E, while Jessie gets an F+. And Jessie is improving flying and performance skills, while Jungle Girl improves in technical. Okay? However, after the match, we witnessed the return of Tempest, or is it Temptress? So, the Temptress comes out and introduces her new client, Ursula, which is actually Priscilla. Ursula comes out and they play to the crowd. Tempest has the gimmick that I'm not going to say. And of course, Ursula has the gypsy gimmick. I don't think there's any working improvements when it comes to segments, but in matches, yes, there are working improvements. Okay, so with an F+, which is not great, it's terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat. Ursula defeats Azúcar in 4 minutes and 27 seconds by submission with a tilt a World Dragon Sleeper. However, the Temptress did a good job working at ringside. So, the commentary gave this match a boost. In other words, Ursula gets an F+, while Azúcar gets an E-. So right now we have another new talent coming to Wild Women of Wrestling, and Ursula is improving in performance skills. So there you go. Solid F. After the match, Azúcar recovers after being defeated by Ursula, who makes her debut. Ursula runs in and attacks Azúcar for no reason at all other than to make a statement. But Jungle Girl runs in and makes the save by scaring Ursula off. The camera fades away with the image of Jungle Girl helping Azúcar in the back. So this started a storyline called Wicked Ways. And that's technically it. Next, with a solid F, that started the storyline heat between one woman after another. Abilene Maverick and Chloe Hertz are going at it backstage. Officials have to come to stop it. So this is, let's just say there's no point in bringing these ladies other than just viciously despise each other and attacking each other in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, that's technically it for this segment. Last but not least, this is the main event, a solid E. Decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Lana Star defeats Santana Garrett and Keita Rush in 7 minutes and 42 seconds. I almost forgot what I was looking for. I'm trying to figure out if she wins by pinfall or submission. And apparently I just looked and it's by pinfall. But Lana Star defeated Kita Rush by pinfall with a Starstruck. And Lana Star is now the new WOW Championship. I think I said World Championship, but either way it's still the same. But regardless, Lana Star is the new champion. Good work at ringside for Kitty. Solid in-ring performance by Santana Garrett and Lana Star, while Kita gets an E minus. It's an E minus, which is kind of sad. And the storyline advances, and there's no work and improvements by anybody. So after this match with an E minus, we end the show with Lana Star having picked up the victory, holding the title up the air as Lana Star continues to celebrate in the ring. And that is the end of the second episode of WoW Superheroes. So what is the score overall? Let's find out. It is an E+, but it's still disappointing to crowds. But this increased popularity in 45 regions. So right now, it's all about working improvements. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. So, now it is the time to check some emails. Let's see what the email says. Still the same. I'm not surprised. But let's check out the schedule first. So, WoW Unleashed is coming on February 1 week on Thursday. And this is the only pay-per-view that WOW has. So as of right now, we need to get creative on making our own WoW pay-per-views. Because if not, then we might not make it to the highest or lowest ranking. I'm not sure which is better, but either way, our prestige is E+, momentum is C+, and we only 6 days before the next episode of WoW Superheroes. Excuse me. Oh, and by the way, we don't have the chemistry at this time. And here you go. Lana Star is the new WOW champion. And also, let's check out our previous champion, Terry Gold. Terry Gold is the champion from the 2000s. Danger, 2001. Terry Gold, now 2-time champion in 2001. And it was vacant due to probably disappearance. I don't know. I haven't watched WoW up until YouTube came along. Next up we have Lana Star, who is technically the new champion for 2013. Jungle Grr, the new champion from 2016. Santana Garrett from 2018. And then it started to vacant again from October 2018. Then Tessa Blanchard is the champion, but her losses is unknown because she never lost the title. So now it looks like Lana Star is a 2-time champion along with Terry Gold. So the first thing that we need to figure out is who will become the WOW Tag Team Champions. Well, we're just going to have to wait and see. Because as of right now, I am going to save right here. And then I'm going to check anything else. Nothing in particular. Nothing in particular, but as of right now, that's it for today's TEW video. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.